Y'all remember what he told Faison Love?
I just hope that you can shed some light on it and kind of expose to the people. And I want to get Cat Williams on because I think some of the stuff he said in his stand-up, I've actually seen. I've actually gone to these parties. I've actually gone to these parties. I've actually gone to these parties. I think it's a ritual that they're doing.
All right, so let's get into this Kwame Brown, Hassan Campbell situation. I wasn't, but I feel like I have to. I gotta bring some balance to this shit. Because after watching their one-on-one, it seems to me there's a lot of bias in a lot of you motherfuckers' responses. I'm not sure if we watched the same fucking video. Cause y'all niggas gotta be out y'all cotton picking minds for some of the responses and comments I've seen to the whole shit. So this whole situation is derived from, or is because of, a combination of things. One, you got Kwame's fast rising popularity on YouTube. You niggas, the viewers, Hassan Campbell's very concrete feelings about niggas in the industry, in the NBA, combined with the fact that Kwame has taken a lot of his talking points, and this shit's just been a crash course collision. I am going to play the clip after this, after I get my little initial thoughts up. My initial thoughts being the fact that you niggas just is not noticing the gradual hypocrisy, the gradual contradiction of Kwame Brown when he's one-on-one with an adversary. Kwame Brown's great when he has time to sit back, observe the situation, think about what he's going to say, and then go on live and the nigga unleashes. Because he's prepared. When he's clowning niggas, he's dressing for the occasion. He writes post-its, all in the midst of his daily incentive for you niggas to keep watching the taglines, trading, coding, go along, get along. And the reality is, he's kind of looking like he's part of that crew more and more lately. When Hassan Campbell said, don't compare me to an NBA player, I'm a street nigga, don't get me wrong, I looked at the nigga side-eye, because on the surface, of course, it's like, nigga, fuck are you talking about? But I also expected it because I took in consideration the fact that for the last 4 or 5 years, Hassan Campbell hasn't trusted no nigga that's been in the industry. And Kwame Brown as an NBA player, nigga, that's industry. And if it's not industry enough, y'all remember what he told Faison Love?
I just hope that you can shed some light on it and kind of expose to the people. And I want to get Cat Williams on because I think some of the stuff he said in his stand-up, I've actually seen. I've actually gone to these parties. I've actually gone to these parties. I've actually gone to these parties. I think it's a ritual that they're doing, and if you don't agree, then somehow whatever you had going on, you can't do.
Be at one of them parties if you're not industry. Period. The fuck are y'all talking about? So from that premise there, Hassan Campbell had a reasonable reaction to you niggas keep comparing him to an NBA player who's in the industry. But ultimately it was on him because he jumped out the window. But we know why he jumped out the window. And then the Tommy Sotomayor, Cinco de Mayo de Muerte, one-on-one interview exposed Kwame a little bit more because the whole time this nigga was talking about Tommy talking over him and he was doing the same shit.
Yes, I just want to make sure, because I wouldn't talk about somebody else that I look up to and then try to talk bad about.
Keep glancing at what people think about you. I ain't look at the comment section once.
I ain't looked at it either. I don't have to.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
I usually will bring up the comment section. I haven't looked at it.
Watching the goddamn comment section.
I'm looking at the camera, fool.
Made points to Tommy that he was so sure about.
I said, if there's any other problem, before you go live, make sure you talk to me first. Did I not say that?
No, you said anything you got a problem with, hit me up. I'll correct it.
I said, call me and talk to me first. That was my exact word.
You said you will correct it.
Okay, you keep saying that part. But did I say text me?
You said hit me up.
Right. That means have a conversation.
That's not what, but you said you're a different cat. Remember, we're adults. And if we're going to have this, when someone say hit me up, that could mean what I do.
You're saying I said hit me up.
I didn't expect Tommy to have receipts.
I said talk to me first. I specifically said don't make a video. I said don't make a video. Talk to me first. That's what I said.
They call you. Because we don't, and you even try to tell these people.
Did I say don't make a video?
Made points to Tommy that he was so sure about.
You try to tell these people we don't talk on the phone. That's what you told them, to try and say we ain't cool. You did this, not me. That were your words. So you can't then now turn around and try to act like you were telling me to call you when you said we don't talk.
Dude, I shouted you out almost every video I went live. So why are you saying
I just say was incorrect?
Yes, you're wrong. I never said we wasn't. Hold on, let me finish. I never said we wasn't cool.
And didn't expect Tommy to have receipts.
We're not friends.
You know how a debate or a conversation works. You keep looking at the chat.
We weren't friends.
Cool, I said that. Fine. Can I finish the sentence now?
And when Tommy had the receipts, the nigga wanted to get off the topic.
Idol. Am I still your idol? That's all I want to know. Do you still look up to me?
Can I move past it?
When Tommy made points, nigga wanted to tell him that he was over talking him and he wasn't giving him a chance to talk.
You a lying son bitch.
What comment have I addressed?
Bitch. You know goddamn well
comment have I addressed?
Don't ever call my phone crying about Kevin Sanchez.
What comment have I addressed, sir?
All you do is call people. You keep talking over me. You keep talking over me. I can't get to the point.
You can't get to any point. You keep trying to slick this. You
keep running your mouth. You keep running your mouth.
You got the mess in front of you.
You put the apple in your mouth too, ain't you, boy? You running your mouth.
You got the mess in
front of you. You put the apple in your mouth too, ain't you, boy?
You scared? Go ahead, bro.
I see why Hassan Campbell compared him to Tommy Sotomayor, because a lot of shit that happened in that interview definitely happened in reverse in this interview. Talk about the dog and pony show beginning. And you know what? We're gonna watch it together. We have to, because there's a lot of shit Kwame contradicted himself in real time. A lot of bitch assness he engaged in this interview. A lot of standing on shoulders and bigging up niggas who stand on shoulders, even though he time and time again has let y'all niggas know he's not a nigga who stands on shoulders and he don't respect niggas that stand on shoulders. Pretty much said fuck New York niggas, and then when he seen New York niggas in the comments like, wait, what? Said I ain't say that. I said fuck you, Hassan Campbell, New York nigga. Let's get into it, man.
Instead of running your motherfucking mouth.
You're trying to be funny.
What up? You tell me. You have the floor, sir. I never said your name. Why are you speaking about me?
Kwame came ready with an agenda, and he came ready to fight.
I spoke about you because you spoke about me. When you mentioned my name, I mentioned you. When I said when I made the video, and I said
Hassan Campbell talking about the video earlier, the recent video.
When did I mention your name?
You wasn't talking about me earlier when you took the shot.
Sir, you said Michael. I looked up to Michael Jordan. I was abused. You said something about me.
Listen. That was sarcasm. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do for you is
that wasn't about me. Let's be honest.
Listen, hold on.
Kwame want to argue.
Hold on.
Kwame want to argue. Hassan gonna nip it in the bud right now.
This in the bud. As a man, I'm gonna apologize. As a man, because the reality of it is you didn't do nothing to me. So to cut all the bullshit, as a man, you didn't do nothing to me. I stepped on your toes. I respect some of the things. First of all, let me say this, right?
Look at Kwame face.
When I first started hearing about you, automatically, the first thing I said was Culate. I didn't do my homework. I didn't look to see whether you was on.
Y'all remember Phase on Love?
Incredible dude. What the fight was. Later on, I seen the Judge Joe Brown joint, which I thought was dope, or whatever the case may be. But just to give you who I am, when it comes to anybody that comes from Hollywood, the music industry, any of that, I look at everybody sideways.
If Kwame did his research, he wouldn't know that.
According to that. But as far as who you are and what you're doing right now, your message, some of the things that I've caught up on and I listen to, I respect your message as a man.
You didn't say that about 30, 40 minutes ago.
What I said...
Go ahead, Kwame, keep it going.
Was not said 30, 40 minutes ago. What I said was a response to the indirect that what you said about me on earlier today.
Well, listen, bro. You said something about me indirectly in 3, maybe 4. Even when you spoke about me the first time, when somebody asked you, what do you think about Kwame Brown?
Don't ask me about no NBA nigga.
I like him, but...
I like him. Don't ask me about no NBA nigga.
Talk about all this stuff. And even today, you talked about an oath. And I'm telling you...
You've been to that party, nigga.
You go to prison, you sign an oath. You sign an oath to be a slave for white boys. And that mentality that you're preaching, and you going back to the hood as a married man with jewelry and chains on, Are you prepared to kill someone? Because that's what you would have to do to be in the hood by yourself. So to speak,
why are you
the way
focusing
that
on
you're
this?
speaking. How old are you, sir?
Where the fuck is all this coming from?
44.
You're 44 years old with children, beautiful children, may I add.
Cool.
And I've seen you put them on the internet. You have a wife. You have a beautiful yard with flowers and dogs, which you should be enjoying.
This nigga Oprah now.
But you steady going back to the hood to prove what? What you would have to do to protect those chains and to protect the thing, to brag about being in the hood. If somebody approached you, you would have to kill that person or hurt that person. Is that correct?
I would think so.
I don't see your point.
Exactly.
What's your point, why would you put yourself
Tuck
at
my
risk
chain in?
when you have a family? To brag like that about being in the hood, if somebody saw you online and ran up on you and you do something to them, you will be going to prison, leaving your wife. And
what does that got to do
Why
with this
would you go to the
conversation?
hood when you got nice flowers like that? And
First of all, for one, I live in the hood. For two, I have family in the hood. For three, God made this earth spacious enough for me to travel through wherever I decide to go. So whether you have jewelry,
he's a man. That's what man's supposed to do, right?
You're just traveling and you have a glow to you as a person. Sometimes when I travel, just like when you travel, some people may recognize you, they may not. I'm not going to stop going to the hood based off of what somebody feel about me. That's not going to happen. That's for one. For two, I don't have a point to prove to anybody, but at the same time, I'm going to defend myself.
He can't wear his fucking jewelry in the hood?
But I mean, the reality of it is this conversation
should
be based on whether I'm going back.
You gonna tell this nigga he can't wear his jewelry?
It's the way that you're going to
let
the
him talk.
Hood, though. You're going to the hood with chains on.
So fucking what?
Saying, yeah, I can go to my hood. I can do this. I can do that. That's braggadocious.
Let me explain something.
Okay.
You would have to hurt the person that come up to you in the hood. You a real street cat, right? So you know there's rules and regulations to the hood. You don't make yourself look like food in the hood.
Right. Let's stop this. You got Kwame telling this nigga, it went from Hassan Campbell apologizing. Like, yeah, bro, like, maybe I did misjudge you. Which by the end of this conversation, I don't think this nigga felt that same way. Clearly. Because throughout the conversation, Kwame starts to show the nigga he is. He didn't have to accept the apology. Nobody told the nigga to accept the apology. No. And Hassan Campbell probably should have left. Once he seen that, Kwame's on some other shit. He got viewers here. I'm here. And he don't want to move on from the shit. He don't want to talk about nothing else. Why the fuck would a nigga need to rehash some shit? It's like when you're talking to your girl. And she want to rehash every fucking thing that happened. Even though you already fucking covered the topic. Hassan should have just left. But let's continue seeing this agenda carried out.
I can't be in a blood neighborhood wearing blue. There's rules and regulations to the street, and you going back to your hood while you're a grown-ass man with
talking about rules and regulations to the street.
With that many flowers, that's a nice-ass hood. With that fish tank and that nice stuff you got, if that's the hood,
that's not the hood. That's not the hood.
I'm talking about where your family is. That's where you should stay. Because what you would have to do in order to brag like that with chains on, you would have to hurt someone, which would take you.
So this nigga knows the keys to life.
Hold up for a second.
Cody.
I'm trying to figure out. So you're basically talking to me about me going to the hood with chains on. I think that you way too articulate as a man. You're way too smart as a man to be talking about whether I'm going. Our conversation should be based off of whether I'm going back to the hood with chains on.
What the fuck did you bring him on for?
That's okay. Let me explain.
Go ahead.
And like I said, as
Go
a
ahead.
man, I apologize to you.
You've been talking, Kwame. Let this nigga talk.
But look, hold your wrist up. Hold your wrist up. That right there makes you a target in the hood.
So,
and what
you know what makes me hold up. You know what makes me a target in the hood?
Also makes you a target.
Hold up. You know what makes me a target in the hood? Because I hear you breaking down like I'm glorified going to jail. But do you realize that I got
explain it to him
with every major rapper? Because I talk about the poison that they spew out from speakers. Do you realize when I go down to Harlem, I got beef with damn near everybody.
Have you seen the video, Kwame?
Damn near every gang I speak out against. Every gang.
Sure the fuck does.
How you say gang? I speak out against all that shit.
I watch it, son. Sure the fuck does.
Everything that's going on in the hood with all these young boys killing each other, these parents sitting up in the park drinking Hennessy while their kids are shooting up the block. I've been speaking about all that. So my whole thing is, me personally,
Kwame
like
didn't know that.
If your message, which I respect the fact that you got in Charlemagne's ass, I respect it.
Pause.
I don't rock with that, man. I don't rock with nobody that take pussy. Nobody.
If you've been watching.
But at the end of the day, I stirred this pot up. So as a man,
Again,
I can apologize and say, you know what?
Let's bring it
I
back.
came at the brother first.
You was
Because
wrong.
I was raised. But my whole thing is,
So he thought.
I mean, if we're going to build, I'm not really building about whether I'm going to be in the hood with jury, because I'm going to be in the hood with jury.
Makes sense.
Okay,
Whether
so
I feel
that's what I'm saying. Let's expound on that, though.
right.
Why?
Is it not true that if somebody run up on you by yourself with jury on, what would you have to do to that person?
Keep poking, Kwame. Keep poking. He'll get mad. Don't worry
So
about it.
If somebody ran up to
Go
me,
along, get along.
if somebody ran up to me while I got my jury on, and they tried to take my jury, it's going to be an all-out war.
So why put yourself in that situation at 44 with flowers, a fish tank, kids, and a wife?
Why put myself in that situation?
This nigga
Yes,
is
sir.
Crazy.
Do you ask them rappers why they put themselves in that situation?
Yes, sir, I did.
He does. He
I
does.
said that earlier today. I said some of these rappers, a lot of these rappers should not even have friends, because all they do is get the people around them killed by their mouth and get the people around them arrested, because they talk tough and they get kids from these neighborhoods like me and you are from, that don't know trades and don't know skills, but they know how to harm people, and they don't know the results of and the consequences of what happened.
I believe
15,
Hassan's
16
been saying
years
that.
old, these boys
I
are
believe
killers. And they're doing
Y'all
it
been
in the
watching that
direction
nigga.
of bad OGs and bad pussy-ass rappers. And I'm saying the things that you're saying and the glorification of going to prison, you started speaking
I
about
don't think this
men.
nigga glorifies
Yeah,
going to
hold
prison,
up,
bro.
hold up.
This is my
I don't think
opinion.
this nigga.
Hold on,
You
let me
got
say
no,
my
but you
opinion.
got my
Can't
message.
argue an
You got him.
opinion. You cannot argue an opinion.
But he has the
My
facts.
opinion. And
How
if
you gonna
What I had to say the wrong way.
pause?
Okay, it can't be the wrong way.
We gotta
It's-
pause this. You got a nigga who's trying, he just told Hassan Campbell, I have an opinion about you. Whether it's wrong or not, let me get this fucking opinion off. Hassan's trying to interject with facts, like Kwame just did 2 minutes earlier in the conversation. You gonna tell a nigga who has the facts, who can answer the shit for you right then and there. It's a man's right to get his opinion off, even if the fucking shit is wrong and stupid. Were y'all watching the same shit I was watching? Let's finish.
If it's an opinion, we got to get people to understand what an opinion means. This is not based in fact. This is my
I got the
opinion
facts,
based
though.
on what I heard you say. So let me get it out. My opinion, and I took it this way, so therefore other people can take it this way. You talked about gangsters, and you said it in a way that made it look like you was glorifying being in jail, being around other dudes that was in jail and got busy, because you said there was no names behind me.
Get your opinion
So
off.
what does that tell young youth? That they need to be, don't be the guy who went to the NBA and became a basketball player, because that's success. Whether I scored 6 point, 1 point, my mama was on a golf course.
Clever.
Don't be the guy that put
Clever.
your mama on the golf course.
Play the
Be
victim.
the guy that
Clever.
go to prison and have your mama send him some money. Is that what you're telling the youth?
Hell no, that's not what that's how you took what I said.
That's how you
But that's
took
not
it.
what I was saying.
Okay, go ahead.
That's
Go ahead.
absolutely not what
Go
I was
ahead,
saying.
tell him.
You got the
What I
floor.
was
Tell me what
saying,
you think.
all right. So what I was saying, just to make it clear, right? What I was saying is, when I say don't compare me, like for example, I also mentioned Styles P, right?
That's very fair.
And what Styles P was saying was how civilians are not snitches. So everybody was in my DM sending me that, and my whole thing is, I've been saying this for like 4 years on YouTube. Why does it take for a rapper to say the same thing that I'm saying? Just like a lot of the things that you're absolutely that you're saying is the same thing that I'm saying.
You was at them
so
parties.
When I'm saying don't compare me to somebody in the NBA, it's no disrespect. He was just basically saying that your struggle and my struggle was totally different. I'm not glorifying the prison life. I'm just saying I had to go through the hellfire. At 18 years old, you was rich. I wish that I could have sent my mother off and bought my mother a house instead. At 18 years old, I was in jail for murder, and my mother had to move out of Bronx
your fault.
to Far Rockaway to get away from the crime scenes.
But how many niggas you know fall in that same system?
That I'm glorifying that.
And who better to talk to the kids about this shit?
Which was a good path. And the path that I took was a different path. So when people be comparing, like my options and your options was totally different. Is what I was trying to say.
How can you say that? You can't come to that conclusion.
You can't.
There's no options.
But everybody knows you was in the NBA at 18 at least.
My behavior was different than yours, so I got different outcomes. You got to start telling kids the truth.
Fair.
That if you glorify street life, you get a big homie, and you look up to me.
But the nigga wasn't saying that.
Rock nigga snot box, and you can go to prison. And if you look up to basketball players, you can go to the NBA and put your mother on a goddamn golf course. So to say it in the way that you said it made it seem like you were better than someone who went to the NBA because you were better. But I'm just saying,
that's the way you took it.
No one can ever be right with you because you also say on one end, there's no celebrities talking this real. There's no celebrities saying what I'm saying. And then when one say what you're saying, you get mad because you've been saying it. So which one is it? Do you want celebrities to talk like you're talking? Or do you, because that's what you want, right? You said celebrities need to stand up for the community and be real. So once they do that, you have an out. You double talking. Because then you can say, well, that celebrity ain't connected to us. And he ain't real. He ain't been to jail. And all this other bullshit. Because you really want to shine for everything.
That's how you interpret it.
It's not about the shine. It's about the message. I could have not let people share my YouTube videos. And that...
It's clever for Kwame to take that stance. But here's the reality. When a nigga's saying ain't no celebrities talking like this, but at the same time saying I've been talking like this, why y'all listening to a celebrity? It's the same common denominator. These celebrity niggas ain't real. But of course, Hassan Campbell was drunk, so he's not a really witty nigga. He can't really come back at a nigga like that who's able to paint the picture, a wrong picture, and not being able to strip apart the fucking canvas and show him what the real picture looks like. Feel me?
And at the time I'm having the hottest week, I could have took that money from that week and left the internet. Just like all the Black Lives Matter people did. I could have did that. You're in certain things about somebody that you don't even know. That's ignorance. You said I took an oath. You said MJ was elbowing me.
You was at them parties.
Said all these things that you know nothing about.
It's safe to assume.
To a black man. And you're a Muslim brother. And white folks have been using black people to I'm not afraid of
Bring the people along. Go ahead.
Why?
Clever way to take. Clever route.
Right now in America, we are talking about each other. You talked about a man you don't know, and I believe it's for YouTube algorithms because it seems like you have a stick. You beef with the guy, then you apologize, but you done made the money you made, but you done connected yourself with a person.
Hold on, let me stop you for a second.
You've been talking about my money the entire time.
Hold up.
But you ain't. But after this nigga apologized, you ain't trying to keep him on here for the viewers.
You spoke about it several times.
Hold up. Let me make myself clear. For one,
he's trying to embarrass you in front of all his viewers.
For two, the video that I made about you, we don't have the same audience.
It's clear.
I got the least amount of views that I got all for the whole month, or for the video that I made about you. Because we don't have the same audience.
That's not true.
Right?
No, we don't. People don't understand. People don't understand why you
let this nigga talk. No, keep interrupting.
Shit. People, when you learn YouTube, people don't give a damn about nothing but drama. You've been on YouTube since 2013.
That's not true.
That's very true, nigga.
That's not true, sir.
It shows. It shows the date when you got on YouTube. Look on your page.
Okay.
Fuck is you talking about?
Videos. You didn't just start making videos.
You didn't.
You've been on YouTube.
You was on that Fox News shit.
What's the date of my first video?
Hold up. I bought
my house in 2015. My first video, I'm in my bedroom talking about basketball. See, you're repeating something you heard somebody say.
You tell me what year did you sign on to YouTube?
Sir, everybody signs on to YouTube just so they can watch other people.
So was it? Oh, so it was 2013, but
my first video, go look at it. I'm in my bedroom. There's like an orange background. I'm talking about basketball. It's like a little clip. I barely even knew how to work it.
Oh,
but if you go look at my Facebook, just like Ticket TV, shout out to Ticket TV. All the things I'm saying now,
I was talking about basketball. I barely know how to work it
on my Facebook.
All right, so.
But you just got on YouTube
with drama. You came straight through the door at war.
Mm-hmm. Let's go by your timeline, Kwame. You came straight through the door with war. Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes.
You warred with Tommy Sotomayor for no reason. I came to YouTube. I talked to dudes behind the scenes because I was in the so-called.
You said I warred with Tommy Sotomayor for no reason.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Where the fuck did Tommy
Let him answer what the fuck you just said, since you've been trying to do that the whole time.
I'll tell you. I saw you on his show arguing him, coming in doing the same thing you're doing now. And so when I came to YouTube, sir, I called dudes behind the scenes and said, yo, what you're doing is lowering players' contracts. What you're doing is wrong. Talk to me like a man. That person went to Instagram and said, fuck it, we joking. So I said, okay, let the jokes begin. And then I alleged that there was a go-along, get-along game. And then now an economics doctor was talking about me.
Okay.
Every platform that Charlemagne the God,
you're giving him the reasoning for the drama.
Public record said my
his point is that you got on with fucking drama. You're giving him the explanation of the drama.
Who's connected with all the Smoke podcasts said it. The black first #1.
You got onto YouTube with drama.
About all these conspiracy theories.
By your timeline, you got onto YouTube with drama.
Hold on, what rabbit hole?
And you're just gonna explain the drama, why it happened,
#1 draft,
but not acknowledge that you got on with drama. Okay.
From a free lunch line, daddy's in prison, single mother after that my dad created. They were married. Never made it on the Black Breakfast Club, which is a mostly black watch show, until
get people to feel bad for you
about my murderous
all over
daddy.
Again. Same shit.
You don't see a problem with that?
But we know why you're telling them.
He said it on the Breakfast Club.
What does this have to do with Hassan Campbell?
I didn't make the Breakfast Club for being the #1 draft pick, but I made it because my dad did something that I didn't know about.
I'm sorry. Boo-hoo.
You don't see a problem with that?
Oh, I see a big problem with that. And as far as see, let me tell you something, right? And I don't say this to glorify, but where we come from, if your dad caught the body, we're going to help him bury it. And then we'll argue about why he did it later on. That's just where we come from, in the hood. So as far as your dad doing something and committing a crime, all of us was subjected to the ugly elements of the hood where we had to make poor choices like that. It's just like you said, right? If I go outside right now,
poor choices.
As soon as I go
outside, glorifying.
My antennas is up. I'm not the same dude that I am in front of this camera. Now I have to transform.
He lived a different life than you.
Put yourself in a situation
he was on the he was in the street. You was on the sidewalk.
But that's a decision that I made. If I feel like I want to look nice going out, or whatever the case may be, I want to look nice, and I go outside and I defend myself. And Charlemagne he gets on the radio and decides to make fun of me being a father, or to my son. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I just caught a body now. Now I'm in jail, and he making fun of you. I understand that clear as day. But in the hood, we don't knock dudes for catching bodies. If you're defending
agree
yourself.
With Kwame's point.
We shut it later on. We shut it.
Expounded on it.
You a conspiracy theorist guy. You talk about.
And Kwame said, "Fuck that. Let's get back into the shits."
Can you part of the Boule?
No. Can you? If I was a part of Boule,
you been to them parties.
Why am I on everybody's tongue now in a negative light?
No or yes.
I'm in everybody's tongue on a negative light more than the young lady who just bought a house in the all-white neighborhood that was saying she was going to destroy the nuclear family.
No.
And you ain't talking about her more than you talking about me.
Oh, yes.
Are you kidding me? I had a conversation about you twice. I talk about that rusty, dusty bitch damn near every chance I get. As a matter of fact, if you, as a matter, I don't know her name. All I know
nigga made mad videos about that bitch. Patricia, whatever the fuck her name
who I deal with, more so than
do your research, right, Kwame?
Tamika Mallory.
How you gonna talk about a nigga you don't know?
I don't let her, because my song come from where I come from. So I don't let
double
her
talking
Mallory
bitches.
and my song, the ambulance chasers at all. That's who I deal with because they the umbrella of Black Lives Matter. Well, I've been dealing with Charlemagne. I've been dealing with Charlemagne before you. As a matter of fact, Charlemagne almost had my whole page knocked down. I don't even know how he ain't get you. I had to appeal it. Charlemagne almost had my whole. He put his lawyers on me. So the things that
trying
you
to build
did
with this nigga, bro. Kwame keep going for the fucking drama. Type of black man does that? He just came at the black man for talking about him. He apologized. Told Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes that they apologized. That's all they had to do.
He brought up my sister. He brought up my daddy. He brought up my brother. If he would have put out a lawsuit on me, then we would have countersued for all the people that he brought up their names that had nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
So Charlemagne is not as tough as you trying to make him out to be.
You want to argue with him because he said Charlemagne's tough?
I seen Charlemagne get punched in his face and run down the block. I ain't never said he was tough. You never seen anybody punch me in my face and be running down the block.
I'm talking about in the legal arena. There's countersuits.
He almost made me lose my page. YouTube wasn't playing.
Seems like we're on the same side right now, right? Conversation's progressing.
But I understand that.
Seems like, right?
I never spoke about Charlemagne until he spoke about me and my family and my sister and all the things that he said. Those things that he said, he didn't have to say. He used iHeartRadio, and he's connected to, he has a vested interest in all the Smoke podcasts.
Very true.
So he should have never done that. He put his own foot in his own mouth. So I allege that there was a go along, get along gang, and everybody is talking about me as an individual or my family. Why isn't nobody talking about coding? Why nobody talking about we crying and yelling and jumping in the streets? And
expand on coding, Kwame, please.
And to go down to the Chamber of Commerce and make the same people that gave $90 million to Black Lives Matter give it to those coding and youth centers.
Have you ever watched any of my videos?
Coding and youth centers.
Huh?
Have you ever watched any of my videos?
As much as this nigga talks about coding, you would think Kwame would be able to elaborate a little bit more and talk about the particulars of coding and trading.
That you spoke about me. I would have rather you spoke about the.
There's a lot more options in coding, but the way Kwame talks about it,
coding
agenda.
Coding is the wave of the future. Is it or not? Coding,
computer science, computer programming, of course. Technology is the wave of the future. There's a lot of other shit you can do. Open up a school, Kwame.
Listen, your videos
coding and trades help the black community.
Trades and coding is what we have been robbed of as people, and I've been saying this for years. Our fathers and forefathers built America, and now if you sat up there and you told us to build a deck, we couldn't do it. If you told us to fix a flat,
you brought this man up here to agree with your points.
AC refrigerator, we cannot do it. So yes, that one, they took all of the trades out of the school. I've been saying all of this, but sometimes when you speak the way we speak, and see, you caught the wave on YouTube because you had to defend yourself and you had to fight. So you brought the crowd. And on top of the fact that you are an NBA star.
Kwame don't like this light-skinned nigga, man.
You are somebody that's on another level. That's why when I tell people, I'm not saying that I'm on a higher level than you. I'm saying that if you can even mention my name in the likes of somebody like Kwame Brown, then it's like, yo, you know what I mean? You on another level. You're an NBA star. I'm a nigga from a hood that's basically trying to make,
I'm a busty bus. I'm just
Another
saying the
tagline,
methodology is different. You have 300 and something thousand subscribers. If you cared about your message, you would allow people. You know what I did? I just did something different. I care so much about my message and what I'm saying, and I believe in it so much. I never cared about the money. You talking about people sending me super chats. Do you know how many people are eating off my videos? Do you know how many children and families, and you know how many YouTubers that I shout out and bring up? You could do the same thing with your platform.
I'm not doing the same thing.
I don't know. That's what. No, I'm not saying that. I said you could be. So I don't know.
Niggas who built whole channels
I don't know.
off of your video.
You be shouting out and playing all the music. I'm not a rapper.
He does
I
that.
understand.
Don't cut him off. Tell him what he does. Let him tell you what he does.
And people that have clothing on my Instagram, my YouTube.
Listen. Why don't you allow people to use your
Get back to your point, huh, Kwame?
Some of the stuff you say is right.
I tell people.
I can honestly say some of the stuff you say is right. Why don't you let them use it?
I told Bullets got it today, right? Told him today. I said, go ahead and use my videos. I told your boy that you hollered out, which is my boy, I was locked up with, Z Banger. You shouted Z Banger out. I told Z Banger 1,000 times over, stop taking Michi X videos. You don't know her. If she get pissed off, she can flag you. Take my videos and you can remix them. Anybody that's affiliated with me, as long as you're not disrespecting me, you can take my videos and make you some bread. I told everybody that because the people around me is not doing it. So why not let somebody else eat? I said that, and I just finished saying that again today.
Let me ask you this. What if they're not disrespecting you? Because some people use my videos and they don't disrespect me. They just disagree with me. And I don't flag them. I don't do that.
You could disagree with
you, then what?
Well, you could disagree with me. But the minute that you start saying Tyson Campbell and ignorant shit like that, like, for example, see, the one thing I respect about you, because I was listening for a second, right? You never made fun of me being molested.
I would have been lost respect.
That's not something to make fun of.
I never heard you make fun of me. And that's something that I say, like, for example,
this nigga drunk,
when you watch The Matrix, right? And I say this all the time. When you see Neil fight the Chinese
Campbell drink way too fucking much, apparently.
He apologized for him first, and then they started fighting. And he said, why did you attack me? He said, because you never know a person until you fight him. So now, me sitting up there and analyzing you, you never made fun of me being molested. You wasn't talking about my mother.
Bigging him up again.
Parent and all the rest of that. So, like I said, as a man, I prejudged you. Because one thing about me, I don't, like, it's like The Matrix. When Agent Smith hits somebody, he turns them. And when I look at the industry, all I see is
LeBron was on another level.
You know, certain groups like the Black Panthers and other groups was infiltrated. I don't trust the industry. So I put that label on you automatically. It's like basically
reasonably. You was at them parties.
Or being molested.
You was doing at them parties, boy.
You don't trust nobody around your kids. They gotta earn that trust. You gotta earn that trust. So when you came through the door, it was like automatically, I didn't even know what your fight was, what your struggle was. It was like, all right.
What you was doing at them parties, boy?
Coming from Agent Smith, he coming from the government, he boule, and it's just a game going on.
So let me ask you this. What did I say? Because you're supposed to judge a man off what he say.
That's why I apologize to you as a man. Because you didn't say absolutely nothing wrong. I jumped out the window.
Let's clear it up for good, Kwame.
We gotta understand why things happen.
You gotta understand why things happen. Because you got fucking viewers and you're trying to keep these viewers on.
Good.
Let's understand why things happen.
The root of why you did it.
I'll give you an example.
All I've been talking about, my message have been plain ever since.
The root is you're an NBA player.
Fucking with me.
And you've been at them parties.
I talked about Chamber of Commerce. I talked about trades. I talked about business plans.
You don't expound on them.
I talked about opportunity zones. I talked about connecting with the elders. And I talked about 4th grade reading levels.
And you talked about a lot of niggas to bring in the viewers.
You judge me in that way, because I understand that movie.
It wasn't you.
That was a movie that say you attack somebody to know how they fight. That was just a movie. You don't attack people in real life.
You know what it was? When people kept coming in my DM about you and others, automatically, as soon as I seen you came from the NBA,
super transparent.
I didn't do my homework on you. Automatically, I said, fuck that brother. He one of them.
But Craig Hodges was in the NBA.
Listen to me.
Where the fuck is you going with it? Let this nigga finish talking.
Listen.
Let him explain himself, nigga. Like, God damn.
I'm trying to educate you. Craig Hodges, he's your Muslim brother. Mahmoud was in the NBA. He's your Muslim brother. You cannot make a blanket statement saying that if you're a successful
that doesn't mean
black
he believes
man,
them niggas is all good because they Muslim.
That is bullshit.
Believes the same shit about them niggas.
Preaching that's going to cause a divide. and what you preach cause division. I came to YouTube saying we all are nothing. That's what the Bible tells us. I don't say I'm a celebrity. There's not celebrity air. There's not a celebrity casket. There's not celebrity embalming fluid. Me and you breathe the same air. Whether you were in prison and breathed air,
but you was at them parties.
The same shit. So telling me I'm something that I don't believe is not going to make me think
that's
I'm
a blanket
wrong
statement.
just because I had a job. And it's too many titles
the
and labels
circumstance
you guys
here is
put
that
on people
you were at the
conversation. That's not educated. We got people now, their only argument is to connect them with a person that they don't like. Oh, he's connected to Candace Owens. Oh, he's connected to this. He's connected to that.
Go along, get along, gang.
I like the way Candace Owens speaks. I like the way Ben Shapiro
double talking bitches.
You know why? He doesn't attack anybody. He'll attack the subject matter.
You go to them old videos. This nigga is Fox News Kwame, bro. Go to them old videos before the fucking Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes shit that I shared.
Attack a person based on who they're affiliated with, and we attack the man or the woman. We don't attack what they're saying. I'm saying kids need skills. We need coding. Why am I being attacked?
You are absolutely right.
You're an NBA player,
you
bro.
Stick on your message,
you're saying that shit now.
Your message is positive. You ain't got to worry about me attacking you no more. But what I will say is,
I'm trying to dead it.
Defense, right? We can't sit up there and act like the industry
still haven't answered whether he was in a
weapon against the urban areas. We could just like, for example, right? I just watched the video with Juvenile, a rapper. Mm-hmm. He switched up his lyrics.
I'm gonna get to that. You're right.
Back that ass up to back that back up. So now he's encouraging our people in the ghetto to take a vaccine that the FDA did not approve. Meanwhile, the military is about
Kwame got his vaccine. Remember a couple videos ago, he got his vaccine.
The one that they promote in this vaccine to the most, and use the military to knock on our doors so we can take this vaccine. But they use a juvenile, somebody that's been to jail, that's from the hood. Like
we're gonna talk about back that backs up.
So this dude is in the industry now, and he is a nuclear bomb to us. He's a straight up. If the government didn't approve of this vaccine, why would a rapper approve of it? Who paid them? So this is why I prejudge people that comes from the industry, any part of or any aspect of the industry, because
that's
the reality
the reason.
It's just like I said with the video.
You were in the NBA.
Jim Jones, right?
Simple.
Jim
you were in the NBA. And as you admitted, you were at them parties.
The Bloods. He was the poster boy. It spread it like cancer. Now all through New York City, it's a bloodbath. None of these 40 and 50-year-old men are saying, yo, you know what? This is going too far. Let's use our voices to stop it. Now, what you're seeing is the imagery of 40 and 50-year-old dudes that don't look no different from a 15-year-old throwing up gang signs while they kill each other in the street. So when you start to see the reward that NWA was rewarded, all of them who came from NWA is a billionaire off of the death culture that they gave to our neighborhoods. Jay-Z was the first billboard. He was like the Scarface of selling drugs.
Fuck this nigga.
Look at the reward that they get. And then after you achieve paradise on this earth, you send your children to the best schools, give them the best life, while y'all sell poison, sell penitentiary to our children. So this is why I prejudged you the wrong way. I didn't even listen to your message automatically. Like I just prejudged you. That's why I apologize. Because I'm a man. And when you're wrong as a man is going to apologize as a man. Because men make mistakes.
But see, also a man does his research before he speaks. A man doesn't feel. A man doesn't think. A man knows. So you should have known before you spoke about a man. It's always interesting when I hear men do stuff that I don't think is manly.
Just laid out,
and then they think
all his videos.
That's manly.
You that's just said manly. This nigga didn't talk about the Black Lives Matter shit when he did. He does all the time. What are we talking about?
I say anything. That's why when I watch video after video of you talking about
Spider-Man, what's that?
And understand why is this guy talking about me? I had to
It's
think
only been
about
2 videos.
Hold on. I had to
You
think
were
about
in the MB fucking A, and you were at them parties.
To this brother, I had to think about, was I malicious or did I do anything wrong? And all the check boxes said no. So my thing is this. It's interesting every time I hear a hood dude talk about industry and make it seem like success means you sold out.
It's not necessarily what the niggas saying.
We glorify the dudes in the hood that got bodies. You glorify the tank head brother. And I don't want to speak on a brother I don't know.
Oh, no.
Hold on. I'm only speaking about what you said, sir. You said this out your mouth. So the names that you said,
didn't do his
I don't want
research.
to speak on all the names.
He was shitting on Tankhead a lot of videos.
But apparently, all these brothers were in prison with you. And so, if I had to go off of the numbers of who you probably shot at, stabbed, or hurt, they probably look like me. And so, we glorify that and make that seem like that's better.
But talk about his past. Talk about his past.
You make it seem like that's a representation of what's black. A guy who harms black people. A guy who sells drugs to black people. And then you'll talk down on somebody who get a fucking job.
This nigga don't watch his videos.
And just because they got a job that got zeros behind it, somehow they're worse for the community than people who kill and take away motherfucking sons from their mother. You're gonna make that seem like it's better.
He said this nigga was worse for the community, or he said don't compare me to an NBA player.
No. I'm asking.
Don't compare me to an NBA player. Is NBA players the worst for the community than gangsters and
comparing me to another man?
Okay.
I'm going off of the things that you say out of your mouth.
Sounds like Tom.
I can play the video of your words. Don't say I sound like somebody. Your words I was in jail with such and such. I was in here with such and such. They'll run up on me and ask for a belt. Nigga, we was the school, the hard knock. Ain't no names behind him. Da-da-da-da. You made hold on. You made that sound better. You made that sound better than getting a job. You made that sound like people who go get a job is against his community. When people like you brag about killing their own people in their damn community. How is that better?
Hold up. For one,
this nigga don't watch
I made a video that you said.
Hold up. For one, you regurgitating my words the wrong way.
No, those were your exact words.
For two, hold on. Let me finish. You can play the video.
Let him finish.
Hold on.
Let him finish.
I'm saying you're not telling the truth. If you're gonna misrepresent me by saying
you can't say that
you're misrepresenting him, Kwame. Come on.
You can't say that I'm not telling the truth because you ain't give me a chance to speak.
No, you spoke already. What I'm saying is,
absolutely.
Nigga, you been speaking the whole time.
And you ain't giving me a chance to speak. And instead of you,
clearly, what have y'all been watching?
You can play the video.
What was y'all watching?
Because you can't comprehend what I was saying. So
what you're doing is
sounds like to me.
Hold on. No. What you're doing is you're trying to give your own interpretation, your own commentary of what I'm saying.
Sounds like that to me.
Instead of letting me give you what I was saying.
The nigga said he was drunk. He a little on point.
Listen. Even still, listen. Hold up.
In this shit, it's clear what he's doing.
I don't see.
Fuck this friendship.
It's starting to feel like a dog chasing his tail because we talking about the same thing.
I just want to
but you're still cutting me off. If I sat up there, right, and I apologize to you as a man,
you don't have to accept it.
Backwards?
Why would you go backwards?
I don't hold on.
Either fuck me.
That's for one.
Fuck me.
If you're gonna play,
or we move forward. That's it.
I got 4 years worth.
You don't tell me. Oh, now I don't accept it. Here's why. What type of emotional shit is that?
Tommy Sotomayor right now with the cutting off. You an articulate man. You ain't got to chop my words or stop me from talking.
Very true.
You understand me clearly what I'm saying.
Very
what
true.
I'm saying to you is bottom line to it is, my message in my video was don't compare me to somebody that didn't have the same life that I had. The bottom line to it is, you cannot compare.
Why are you trying to add layers to this shit?
Kwame Brown to those kids in
agenda.
Afghanistan. Our pain is not the same. I don't care what you say. Some of those kids that seen 3 or 4 generations of their family die in one day. We can't compare to them. So when I was talking about you, I said you can't compare to what I've been through. And I know it. I can see it clear as day. And it's no disrespect. And I can't compare to you.
You're a sidewalk nigga.
For your mother.
Can we play with you?
Hold up.
Now you want to get off this shit.
You're gonna stop what I had to say.
When he breaks your character down and what you are, what is actual fact.
I never cut you off. You're cutting me off. What I'm saying, listen,
why are you cutting him off?
So you
Filibuster. Tagline, huh?
Cut me off though.
I want to play your actual words. I'm not
going to but let me
him explaining exactly
what I gotta say.
What the fuck he meant about what Kwame tried to attack him about is filibuster.
That I had to say. So when I say what I have to say and you play what I have to say, I'm not gonna backstep or backtrack.
So why are you playing it?
Because the reality
what is this dog and pony show?
I don't really even see the point of going backwards once a man apologized. I really don't. But
it's a difference of opinion though.
Listen,
fine. We just disagree.
I do.
At the end of the day, it's
emotional.
Disagree because there's no. Actually, we don't.
Viewers.
Can we let
algorithms?
Can we let the people hear what you actually said out of
the
your
people?
mouth?
This is what matters. The people.
Let's
do it.
It's funny how people
fucking Hassan play it, nigga.
After they say something that
play it.
This is what, play it. Yeah, this is what you
said,
sir.
Go ahead and play it.
Hassan should have been left. That nigga should have been out. Nigga, let this nigga talk to his audience and create the narrative. He should have been out.
Cause words, boy. Woo, Lord.
Stand by my words.
Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one.
And most of them indoctrinated in thinking street life is what.
Hold on. Let me share it with the screen. And you got another video of you talking, and it's very arrogant, just like this one.
Arrogant.
And if you allow me to play your video, I'll go on your page. If you're not going to strike me, if you can say I can play.
I'm going to strike you. You can play whatever you want to play.
Then I'll play the one off your page as well, and you're very arrogant in that one. But these are your words, sir. I'm not talking over you. I just want to play your words.
Being a man is that most of them think going to prison or going to jail teaches them how to be a motherfucking man. When the Constitution says you giving up your rights and you being
this
a
is
slave
Hassan
to
Campbell talking.
As soon as you go to motherfucking jail.
You got that from me.
It's better for the system. When you got little boys thinking that they got to go to prison and be a white boy slave to be a fucking man. I had a nigga on the internet talking about, I went to jail. Don't compare me to no basketball player. Straight up.
All right, bro. Homie's video because this is what Kwame Brown has kind of been reduced to. You got a nigga like Kwame who constantly talks about niggas who stand on other niggas' shoulders. You got homie who used to make edit anime, which is not on his channel anymore. Now has a whole Kwame Brown channel. This nigga's whole channel is about Kwame Brown. Deleted all the anime, all the Yu-Gi-Oh, all the Sailor Moon. He deleted all the shit. Now this shit is about Kwame Brown. The nigga got a blog called Mama's Cooking or some shit. I think Mama's Cooking at the header or something. And this is the nigga you present every day because he made a video about you and you dance along to it. Mama's cooking, bitch. You dance along to this shit and you're praising a nigga who's standing on your very shoulders to the point where, or is getting to a point where you're standing on his. And even when you're not playing his videos, it's like you're slipping off his shoulders. But you know what? He's still sharing your shit. So your manhood's still up on this nigga's shoulders. There's no point in this nigga playing any of this. No point.
Don't compare me to no ball player. You grew up looking up to Michael Jordan. We grew up looking up to Big Meech. Don't compare me at all to a basketball player, right? Let me make this clear to you. Don't compare me to a basketball player. At 18 years old, son went to the NBA. At 18 years old, I was on Rikers Island with dudes like Tankhead, Wild Bill, Ferguson, Jerm,
Came on, Beast.
It was real.
So many names.
But it sounded like the nigga was glorifying it. Like I said, I looked at him side-eyed the first time he said it.
Michael Jordan. We grew up looking up to Big Meech. Sometimes the niggas gotta rock a nigga snot.
All right, so let's get into it.
There's a difference.
You laughing, let's get into it.
Oh, we love Michael Jordan.
You laughing, let's get into it.
But stop comparing. Don't compare me with they got $60 million at 18 years old.
We know what the nigga's saying. He painted the picture very wrong. Very wrong.
Over somebody who put his motherfucking mama on a golf course? That's the shit you telling these boys?
Okay, so we heard you. Let's go. What's good?
Let's go live, Kwame. Let's do this shit live. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing this edited shit for me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this shit live. Let's talk, nigga. What are we doing?
Talk so effeminate. You don't hear me calling out men there. What the fuck are you talking about, motherfucker? I don't meet.
I'm skipping this shit, man.
And I know you can't fuck with me. Because if you could, you wouldn't talk like that, boy.
I ain't gonna skip it.
Now let me calm down before I snap. I go crazy. And maybe act like my dad.
This nigga laughing. This nigga love seeing himself. Look at this nigga. Smiling. Proud as shit. Look at this nigga.
It's a goddamn shame. So many people want to fuck with a man.
This nigga's crazy. Look at this nigga, man.
Everybody want to talk about the man. Nobody want to talk about code. Nobody want to talk about the trades and the effects of what it would have on the community. Nobody want to talk about that. They want to talk about the jokes I make. They want to try to diagnose my mental health. Motherfucker, you wasn't worried about that when you was calling me a fucking bust and a bona fide scrub. You don't think that could have affected my mental state? Hey, how the fuck you double talking bitches gonna act like we care about somebody's mental state?
This nigga just, you know what I'm saying? Playing highlights of himself. This nigga crazy, man. And got Hassan Campbell just sitting there, just audience and shit.
Every motherfucker they tell you not to like, you better. I'm gonna look at it as soon as you say that. Where the fuck my shit at? Who the fuck you think you? Who the fuck you think you talking to? And it ain't toxic. It's just who the fuck? Who the fuck? That's just what I tell my daughter. If a man talk to you like, man, you better get your motherfucking purse and call your dad. You better get your motherfucking purse. First thing you do, don't argue with this nigga. Get your purse and call me. Yeah.
This nigga's still on. Yo, this nigga's still on the highlight reel. What are we?
Say fuck you on the way.
What are we doing? I said I was skipping all this shit. Fuck.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. In my household, I don't teach no woman to argue with no man. That's a waste of time. You're going to have to call the white man. But if he do something to you before that white man get there, then you leave.
Kwame, we gotta get back to the point, bro.
Yeah, we know how to handle that.
We gotta get back to the point, bro.
Yeah. We
Hassan Campbell is drunk, so he's sitting there fucking really just sitting there while this nigga Kwame plays highlights of himself through a nigga's page who's standing on top of his shoulder.
So the role in situations like this. Yeah.
Kwame, you gotta do something.
Hold up.
Let's go.
Now, hold up. We got you. Because I don't want to play no more of my shit. We got you. And then I think
you in the first place,
open
nigga.
up the chat and let people question you.
Why we playing shit, period?
Why would you be talking like you talking?
Why you want to open up the chat to niggas, to random niggas?
You look like you just
Hassan drunk, so he didn't catch that.
Let me talk to you for a minute, Kwame Brown.
I'm going to open up the chat for niggas to ask you why you talking like that. What?
Everybody send me a little video.
Video.
Say this respectful, right? I'm going to be as respectful as I can be. First and foremost,
this nigga's not going to be respectful.
When I say, don't compare me to an NBA player.
As he just explained, but let's go backwards. As he just explained live.
Celebrities like you, for example, I'm not glorifying you. Don't play military mind games with the people.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm not glorifying prison by any means. When I say at 18 years old, I went to the penitentiary, and at 18 years old, you went to the NBA, It's not because I'm glorifying. It's because there was a long path that led to my downfall going to the penitentiary. There's a story in between of pain. Is what I was trying to say. And see, that's the thing that's lacking, that's missing in your story. My story is filled with pain from childhood. Your story and your pain consists of Michael Jordan elbowing you in the face.
That was wrong.
Smacking you in the back of the neck.
That was wrong.
You 100 matches. My pain
This nigga was homeless.
consists of not having a father, sitting outside on welfare cheese lines, going to the store with food stamps, dealing with the evil stepdad. Your pains, well, you got $40 to $60 million for your pain. You took
That's fair. He had pain, but he got $60 million for it.
The same matrix, the same industry that you speaking out against.
He's 7 foot. How many 7 foot niggas don't make the NBA in the world?
For you, homeboy.
Niggas who just don't pay attention to basketball. You in the basketball, you 7 foot, you're probably gonna make the league, college, overseas.
You ain't no different from Colin Kaepernick. He picked the weakness in the black community, took a knee, and ran away with the bag. For the last 2 years, respectfully, Kwame Brown, New York, Black America, all across America, has been in turmoil, protesting, rioting, gun violence. Everything's been going insane. You've been on YouTube since 2013. Nobody heard you taking on the problems of the black community. And in them streets, nobody's seen you anywhere in the hood trying to diffuse the violence or anything going on. To me, you have a smell of Colin Kaepernick. We done seen too many grave chasers, too many ambulance chasers in the hood, where people feel like, okay, we're gonna play on the pain of black people. So your story to me is like Santa Claus. Your introduction back into poverty, which is us, because you're not soliciting the rich. Your podcast is not based off of you dealing with.
It's a lot of assumptions, but assumption based on topics that he's been talking about, beliefs he's been had.
You come along with your come along, go along, get along game, right? You still stole my whole style, my swag, my words, my topics. I'm listening to you. Okay, cool. Because I do respect some of your message. I respect it.
Still trying to big him up.
Watching. You come along at a time where the industry is sprinkling you industry dudes, you rappers, you Hollywood, the music industry. It's just coincidental now. But for the last 2 years, the power of the black voice on YouTube that come from regular YouTubers, like let's say for example,
remember, this is a response to the video Kwame just played.
Spiritual Zelle, been up here teaching these young boys and breaking down what he's been breaking down. You got dudes like me, for example, but let me put me to the side. Even Young Pharaoh, I don't rock with Young Pharaoh like that, but Young Pharaoh been up here teaching his lessons. You have been nowhere. It's been the small people who started from poverty and pain out here waking up these young boys or teaching lessons on social media. And then to combat us, first they try to take away our check marks so we wouldn't look like celebrities. But some of us got so strong on these platforms that they couldn't.
Let me see. All right.
Let me say this real quick, right? I'm not even gonna play the game of going back and forth. I said what I had to say.
I tried to do it
I even
again.
apologize like a man. The one thing I'm not gonna do is sit up here and play this bullshit game, get back and forth. That's for one. For two, let me explain something to the audience. The ones that sitting up there saying you are lame, I take care of my motherfucking wife, I take care of my motherfucking kids, and I take care of my community. So if that's what makes me a lame, I'll be a lame. I personally don't give a fuck about
you
what
listening to this nigga. Looking at the comments. Why are you looking at the comments?
I apologize to you as a man.
Adding niggas in the conversation. Like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? Did y'all watch this?
Fuck, I look like answer to any of you niggas. Eat a dick. Straight like that.
Yeah, nigga, you,
like
nigga.
Answer to any of you niggas.
Yeah, you.
All right,
I wish I would sit up here and answer. What the fuck you niggas look like?
He already know the. He already see the play, my nigga. Like, you just brought two niggas up in Ticket TV. Ticket TV's cool. Ticket TV's, you know what I'm saying? We know who this nigga is. But this other nigga?
I apologize. Hey, I hold up. I humbled myself.
No,
but
that's not true.
Because the reality of it is, it's hard for me to apologize to niggas that I feel like is soft.
You feel like I'm soft?
If you sitting up there talking about,
you didn't answer the question.
You had to go through. Yeah, I feel like you saw when you sit up there
Piss
talking
this
about
nigga
the hardest thing you've been through is niggas sit up there hazing.
Bitch, you just lit the fuse.
I ain't say that. So you're not even that smart. You must be drunk. You said
he drunk.
That the hardest thing I ever been through is a basketball practice and all that. Motherfucker, I was in the homeless shelter. What the fuck are you talking about?
That shit is over with. Nigga, you've been rich longer than you've been poor.
You've been rich longer than you've been poor. Period.
That's a dumb argument. You said
fuck is you talking about? Charles Barkley ain't gonna tell me about a fucking hood is. Nigga, what you talking about? Nigga ain't been fucking in the hood in fucking 30, 40 years.
For like 40 minutes.
This nigga 39 years old. He been rich since 18. Get the fuck out of here.
And I recognize some of me and you.
It was your video.
So let me talk now. Listen, I don't want to hear me talk, though. You got me listening to. I don't want to hear me talk. Bottom line to it.
Y'all got this nigga listening to videos and shit, watching videos like these niggas watching a movie. Come on, man. Fuck is y'all?
I'm not here. Right?
What did y'all watch?
Hold up. Listen, let me explain. Hold up.
What bro man want to say? Agree with you, nigga?
First of all, for one, I wasn't talking for a minute. For two, I don't even know who the fuck you is.
So let him say something. Go ahead.
So let him say something. You don't know who he is. Who the fuck is this nigga? I was talking to you, Kwame. The fuck?
Hold up.
Son, calm down. Go ahead, brother.
How everybody doing? Peace to everybody in the chat. Peace to
Go ahead, brother. Tell this nigga his song. Fuck him. Go ahead, brother. Stand on my shoulder. Go ahead.
Hold up.
Bro, you drunk. We know you don't know him. Just let the brother speak.
All right, let the nigga speak or leave. Hassan, the fuck?
All right.
Go ahead, bro.
Muted the nigga.
These online woke community people act like they don't know me, but they know.
Yeah.
I call them black fanatic agents. That's exactly the name I got.
Black fanatic agents.
This
the nigga Kwame bring it on.
I'm the one who educate all the people about staying in their community and not turning into a black identity extremist, but knowing that you are Indian. You American Indian. You've been here. Most of y'all been here. And that's what I am. And when you said you was a
this the nigga he brought on.
Yeah.
Watch what he get into.
I ain't no boy, I ain't no Hebrew. It's like I'm American Indian. I have nothing against nobody.
Goddamn right.
But we got a woke community, right? And we got these guys that pop up out of New York. And New York is the main place when I do my
I'm not even from New York.
Jackasses like to do
Look at Kwame's face. Look at Kwame's face. Fuck these New York niggas. Look at his face.
They all get this YouTube like Sinetta and these people like that. They get them started. They think
he called me and I didn't answer the phone because he let a guy called my mom a B word on the show and he didn't stop. But he with the black conscious community.
They duck me.
These New York niggas. Fuck these New York niggas.
And they ducking me because I deal with community trust. I know what's our problem. I know how we locked in. And identity ain't one of them. It's being us. And all this black fanatic shit. This caring about everybody that got the same color. We went to Egypt and we crossed the 7 seas shit.
Black fanatic, Pan-African.
And you don't love your land. You fell off who you is.
Rule America. You know what I'm saying?
Conspiracy theorists, black fanatics like this guy up here. This guy up here. Everybody in the industry taking a blood oath and drinking blood and sacrificing goats and shit. Fanatics like this brother right here. Keeping you scared.
Kwame told Faison, nigga, you know what I'm talking about. We been to them parties.
Still going as white today. You don't know what they is. You don't know who people are because they haven't done their genealogy or produced that tree. Now, I'm from the hood in Chicago, and I know everybody. And I'm getting bigger, and they hate that because I'm speaking on this black fanatic, black African. We was all slaves. We had white slaves. We had black ones. We were killing Moors. We was killing all that shit. We had slaves on these platforms. They was whites. They ain't just did everything. They in the same predicament we in, and we all in it as Americans. At this point, you have to wake up. You have to stop letting motherfuckers like this and that Pan-African shit. Because you love Africa more than America. You is not black. You're not black. You're not a Moor. You're not Hebrew. You American. Whether you like it or not. And him right here.
Get this nigga off the fucking set. 86 this nigga. Look at Kwame's face though. I agree, bro. I agree. I agree. Y'all agree too, huh?
You ate from these lands. You ain't come on no 5-month trip drinking no salt water, eating no biscuits on the bottom of no boat with no white man in charge. You ain't black. You in this predicament because you won't take accountability, brother. You won't take accountability and say that's how I raised my kids.
And that's why he ran. And that's why he ran. I didn't want to.
That nigga should have been ran.
That
nigga should have been ran.
He wanted to overtalk. He didn't even want his own words to be played. He kept talking about, you overtalking me, you overtalking me. That's bullshit.
So when Hassan say you try to bring some niggas on to jump me, and you niggas like, oh, he got jumped by one nigga.
Now what's up?
Did y'all watch the shit?
My brother, I appreciate it. Shout out Chicago. Show everybody, tell everybody how to
get this nigga off the fucking set. Get this nigga off the fucking set.
On Wild Indian / Trap Biz. You know, want to know what Trap Biz is with me? Get up with me on my line, man.
Get up with me. You want to know what Trap is? You American, nigga. You ain't black, nigga. Love white people, nigga. They were slaves too, nigga.
And who you really are. And being American.
Who you really are.
And American, not Pan-African. And we not afraid of that. We know our ancestors is Indians, and not all of us were slaves. Love and
damn right.
Thanks for the opportunity. Follow me.
Shout out to you. Shout out to Chicago. Yes, sir. Salute to you. What's up, Ticket?
Big dog, what's going on, man?
Hey, shit.
Hey, look, I was driving. I had to hop in because I heard you telling me. It amazes me, man, how people that they think you, they really think you clout chasing, dog. And I remember, like I tell people all the time. They always ask me, man, why you tick up for Kwame so much? I said, bro, I was listening to the dude on Facebook before he was really putting all the before he really blew up on YouTube. They don't really understand why you blew up. You know what I'm saying?
Also called this
you
nigga
had the same message then that you had now. You know what I'm saying?
Can you tell Hassan Campbell that? Hold on, let me bring him back in. Can you listen to Hassan and he can tell you about my Facebook, sir? Tell him.
Nah, I was a witness. I was a witness. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people do think that. You know what I'm saying? We both play basketball. You play on a different level than I do. I play overseas. You play in the league. But sometimes people think, you know what I'm saying, that we came up a different way. Sometimes we all came up the same way, but we just had a different, at a crossroads.
Brock took your TV path. On the vouch
like it was dudes I grew up with. You know,
why is this nigga not having a one-on-one conversation with this man, Hassan Campbell?
You can go
somebody
get
tell
the scholarship.
You one mistake away. One mistake away.
Right. Yep. Which one you gonna pick? And I knew some dudes that tried to do both and ended up dead in the game. You know what I'm saying? That was trying to play ball and do the street life. And one of my homies, he got smoked like that. But I just came on because I wanted to tell the brother Hassan that I was a witness that you was talking the same talk back on Facebook, well, way before you blew up on YouTube. And the thing is dudes was fucking with the homie, dog. The same way dudes make videos about you, Hassan dudes was making videos fucking with this brother, man. And he came back
Ticket playing in neutral. You know what I'm saying? Ticket being neutral.
You know what I'm saying? Just
vouching for Kwame nonetheless, but being neutral.
And he said nothing. And it amazed me how when he finally said something after 20 years of attacks, that now people say he clout chasing, he this, he that, when everybody didn't see how they was going on national TV. They had a dude going to colleges and high schools talking shit about this man on a regular basis. You understand? So that's why I was saying, bro, like, I think that you might have just, like you said, I respect you came in, you apologize to the brother, man. That was some real manly shit, dog. But I was just saying that I witnessed that. So when he came over here, it wasn't
how hard it is for a nigga to apologize to another nigga.
He blew up because you know how people are. They magnets and they fleas to the
other
bullshit.
Niggas understand
so
that.
when the shit started to fly,
that's why that usually lets people's guards down.
Eyes and ears. But he's been talking
unless
the same thing
you
he's
have
talking
an
now
agenda.
back then, and I was a witness to that. That's why I was playing his videos on my channel back then when he was putting them on Facebook. But then, like I said, when they was going on these national platforms saying shit about the man still, and it was overkill, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking with the man. I always wondered for 20 years why he ain't ever say nothing. But like I said, he don't say something for 2 months now, and now everybody mad that he attacking, he hitting back at these dudes that was attacking him. So, you know, like I said though, bro.
I'm gonna unmute his mic real quick.
All right.
Hold on,
Unmute his mic.
Unmute yourself. There you go.
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead.
I mean, my whole thing is like this, right? Once a man apologizes, grown men move on. When you start bringing
move on,
dudes on the
not
platform
accept it, move on
to tag team and jump, it starts to seem like, you know what I mean? It gets messy. That's the bottom line to it. So
very messy.
I'm few words right now. I'm here because I ain't running. But at the same time, I'm not going to keep on talking. I'm not going to keep apologizing. I'm not an ass kisser. I feel like I am the clout. I ain't chasing nobody's clout. I said what I said, and that's it. Bottom line to it is, we blog, we vlog, or whatever the case may be. We deal with topics on social media. That's what we doing. Kissing ass is not something. Listen, at the end of the day, let me tell you something.
Too, that New York shit. Address that.
I'm not too apologetic. If I'm wrong, I apologize because that's just the type of person that I was raised to be. But when I sit back and I see and I analyze and I watch it, whatever the case may be, like I said, homeboy that you put on the screen, I never seen him a day in my life. I don't know what it is about dudes on YouTube. They feel like I don't watch nobody. I rarely watch anybody. If I do look at somebody, I look at people that deal with topics that I like. All these other YouTubers you putting up there, like the other dude that you put up, I don't know him. Don't personally give a fuck about him. I don't give a fuck about the egotistical shit about him feeling like, oh, I'm from Chicago and New York is this. That sounds like some real plantation nigga shit. All he did was divide black people from one state to the next one.
He divided, and you about to divide, Kwame.
So
like you said, this nigga was doing.
Him even getting up here. Because New York niggas this, New York niggas that.
I heard that.
I'm not really too apologetic. I don't like apologizing. I did it because I was
I'm not even from New York.
But for me to sit up here and let niggas tag team me and all the rest of that, I'm not with that shit. I'm not even going to talk too much. Listen, my whole thing is like this, right? My whole thing is like this. It's either we going to move forward in peace or we just going to say fuck each other. That's the bottom line to that. But I'm not kissing nobody's ass.
Can I respond?
Because what is he up here for?
I think guys like you and guys from New York, I know a lot of guys from New York.
Guys like you,
come with
a lot of guys, you guys come with.
The ones that set up the Dulo Twist. I mentioned the Dulo Twist before.
A lot of guys.
I was in the club before, and the same guys that be from New York, they'll send 2 or 3 guys at a guy and make them uncomfortable.
Guys like you, a lot of guys from New York.
And they'll get next to a guy, and they'll be their worst enemy.
But let's focus on guys like you in a minute.
Let me tell you something.
Hold on, I didn't interrupt you.
This nigga just painted a picture about New York niggas.
Every time I'm trying
to say guys like Hassan Campbell, even though he don't know the name.
The boys and the rest of them to interrupt.
I stopped. Go ahead. Make your point.
Okay, let me make my point. Some of you New Yorkers and some of you people, period, just like hip hop.
Some of you New Yorkers.
He put on a shirt.
Some of you New Yorkers.
I sat back in
the last thing he said.
Days. I said nothing. Next thing you know, I'm public enemy #1 on his platform. And so, my brother, a lot of people like you like to play that Bouffale game. Y'all like to put niggas in the Dulo Twist. Y'all like to play on niggas' mind. Say something about a nigga, make all the assertions, and that tough talk and everything you said, you didn't know nothing about. You a man that don't know. You a man that don't know talking about another man, and then you apologize, and then that's supposed to be it. It don't work like that. I'ma get you. Nigga, if you step on my toe, I might do something worse than step on your toe back. And you can't tell me what to do after you fuck up. And you bullshitting in my opinion. I don't accept your apology. I think you wanted to use algorithms, and I think you wanted to argue, and I think you wanted to apologize to make it seem like you're solid, but you're not. But you never should have spoke on it.
He didn't like this nigga from jump.
And even that right there is not respectful. Me and you talking, and I hear music. I really think that you did this as a ploy.
Assumptions.
Actually, I thought the mic was off.
Tell him.
Okay, but you really did this, in my opinion. The reason why, I'm going to tell you as a man, I do not accept your apology because I'm a man. And as a man, I don't feel
So he apologized because he's a man and you don't accept it because you're a man. Cool, let's move the fuck on.
I'm not going to talk about Ticket TV. I'm not going to talk about Hassan Campbell. You can't find one motherfucking video of me talking about anybody that did not talk about me first. That's a man. You talking
that's
about
somebody
man,
getting picked on,
you know absolutely nothing
and
about
bullied and trying to get revenge on all the niggas who feel like talked about him.
You're speaking matter of fact.
He don't want no apology.
Man, you don't know. So no,
that's
I can't
his agenda. That's Kwame's agenda.
Your bullshit talking.
Ain't no coding, ain't no trading.
In motherfucking air, and then all of a sudden, because you say
talking about niggas
I'm supposed to say,
who talked about him,
check it,
and keeping the viewers entertained.
About me in the
so check it. So check it. Here's how we gonna do this. You done sat up there right now and basically shade
really
New York.
No, I said
what you did.
No, I said you. That's what he said, huh?
Stop bringing New York in. I got a lot of
Stop bringing New York in. You brought New York in. Stop bringing New York in.
Hold up. Let me finish. Listen. Let me finish. What you just did was.
Now we trying. I'm not gonna let you say that, even though you said it. What the fuck was y'all watching?
Niggas is the type that.
I said
New
niggas
York.
Like you.
And then you also hold up.
Shout out to BK Supreme.
So listen.
Now you want to shout out all the New York niggas after you done said what you said.
So listen.
Okay.
So listen. At the end of the day, listen.
You made it a New York thing.
Are you going to talk or you going to let me talk?
I'm going to let you talk, but you're not.
Because you've been talking.
Sir, you're not going to try to put a whole state on a man.
I'm not trying. Listen. I'm not trying. Listen. New York heard you.
New York heard you.
Niggas to my house right
Boston
now.
heard you.
They know where I live. I got a couple homeboys from New York. They probably in the chats. So you're not going to make it about a whole state. I said niggas like you from New York. And there's niggas like you in every
Y'all can play it back. Y'all can rewind this shit back.
Are you finished or are you done?
I'm finished, but make it sure before you say New York, say niggas like me from New York.
What did y'all watch? Y'all was just waiting for the zingers and the one-liners? Is that what y'all was waiting for? That's what y'all like from this? Okay. The hospital line's coming up. Y'all gonna like it. Don't worry, it's coming up.
You got me a little bit fucked up. When you see me trying to be a man, you don't have to accept my apology. As a matter of fact, being that you don't accept it, you don't have to. I'm going to stand on what I said. But I'm not going to kiss your ass because I don't give a fuck about you.
I already apologized, nigga. You want to fucking stand up here and try to embarrass me in front of all your niggas?
If you do decide to do something for
the niggas I don't know? What the fuck did y'all watch?
I don't have to be your friend. I ain't trying to be a motherfucker's friend. The one thing you never answered was, did you take an oath? Are you a Mason? Are you?
Huh?
Are you a Mason?
Huh?
Are you down with any fraternal order? You never answered none of that shit. But the truth of the matter is, I don't even give a fuck. I'm not going to make another video about you.
Every time I come to the mic to answer what you ask me, you keep talking. Do you want me to answer?
You talk for hours but going to try to set me the fuck up.
No, you just said, was I a part of the
You talk for hours
Tell him.
but try to shut me the fuck up. The reality of it is...
So you just asked me a question or did you not?
Are you going to let me talk? Matter of fact, answer the question.
Okay, answer the question.
Are you down with any fraternal order? It doesn't even matter because I don't even fucking believe. Because the reality of it is...
You don't want to answer now.
This little spectacle that
you could have just said, tonight, no, nigga. I'm not.
When I apologize, you could have just said, I don't accept it and move the fuck on. Nigga, fuck you. I don't know who the fuck you think you is. You don't have to accept my apologies. Nigga, fuck you. Plain and simple.
Hassan should have left at this point.
I'm not kissing your ass. Who the fuck you think you is?
He should have left at this point.
So it means you kiss my ass because I challenge
now
you say.
Kwame know he drunk. Now he want to play with the nigga.
I give a reason why I don't accept your apology based on the grounds that manhood don't mean you're trying to be a man at 44. I'm not trying to be a man. I am a fucking man. And so that's why I rejected your apology, because as a man, you don't speak.
Okay, cool. Cool. So you don't accept it, so I don't apologize no more. And that's that. Nigga, I'm not kissing your ass. I don't give a fuck about you like that.
You've been speaking about ass a lot. I never asked you to kiss my ass, sir. I never disrespected you. So that's why I brought you on. And I went against.
He's in his sir bag.
Just
He's
saying
in that
I'm
sir
sorry
bag.
Means something. If somebody slapped
that's
my
when Kwame
wife
feeling good.
and say sorry,
nigga, this is a spectacle that you're doing right here. Ain't nobody fucking stupid. You bringing niggas.
You done proved him right. That's why he took back his apology.
Me every time.
Go ahead.
You said
Tommy Sotomayor.
People can see
study
you.
Tommy hard. I thought you studied me, but you really Tommy.
People can see you. You say, "Let me finish."
That's why Tommy mad at you, because you Tommy Sotomayor all the way.
Mm-hmm.
People say, you said, "Let me finish, let me finish."
Go ahead.
And every time I'm trying to finish, you're talking. People can see that. You can bring up other people's names.
Fuck your audience.
Fuck the people.
Fuck your audience. I don't give a fuck about
audience.
them.
Your people are here too.
No, that's your audience. Nigga, they can unsubscribe. Pick a side, bitch. Unsubscribe right now. I don't give a fuck.
So
unsubscribe. There's two sides of the fence. We don't play the middle. When you play the middle, you get shot. Unsubscribe. I don't give a fuck.
So all your subscribers gotta.
Seems like a player. Seems like a clear fucking
they feel like they don't like what I
ultimatum to me.
Because the reality of it is,
it's not about a side. It's not about a side. It's about.
Nigga, if you was gonna be a man with morals and integrity, when a man make peace, you extend peace. You still extend war.
That's your opinion.
You still extend war.
That's your opinion.
Listen,
I never extended war.
You are. Because when a man apologizes, it's either two things that's gonna happen. We gonna knuckle up or we gonna walk away. What the fuck we doing?
Right, nigga. Sir, right. What are you dragging up this shit for?
But what I'm saying is,
put your money where your mouth is at.
Can I answer?
I will fuck you up.
Ooh.
I will fuck you up, and I'll fly to your property.
When?
Whenever you ready. Whenever you fucking ready. Nigga, you got me fucked up. If we can't make peace, I don't want to argue. So what I'm going to tell you is, hold up. Instead of you playing this Tommy Sotomayor shit that you playing, right?
Why you keep bringing up this man's name?
Because you got his whole swag. I thought you were studying me, but you that nigga too. And my whole thing is,
if
I said, let's make peace.
Your people see you.
Fuck the people. Fuck is you talking about? I don't worship them. Fuck them. And nigga, fuck you too. If we can't make peace and you still want to talk, then let's fight. Let's set that up. Fuck all the bullshit.
What I'm trying to ask
you playing mind games.
Okay, cool.
And either you're gonna accept the peace, or you ain't. Fuck you.
I'm not gonna accept the peace. I'll get
all right, then eat a dick, then, nigga. Let's fight.
Crazy nigga stopped it on that, but when Hassan Campbell says "fuck the people," y'all niggas know he's in the midst of an argument between a nigga who doesn't want to make the argument between him and him. This nigga want to bring everybody into it. You in front of your nigga, dog. Do you have a problem with me? Like, what are we doing here? Are you putting on a show? People, he did say your people. He ain't catch that. Your people are watching. Fuck the people, nigga. I'm talking to you.
I'll get to the fight later. You don't gotta fight.
Fuck all that bullshit then.
I'll get to the fight later.
Fuck all that bullshit then.
You don't gotta
talk. Because you trying to talk to a nigga like I'm some fucking tough.
Can I talk now? Can I talk now? You saying all this?
This nigga was in the streets,
get to the
man.
fight.
Like, this is how he's gonna react.
What I'm
like,
saying is,
the nigga tried to be humble as he could.
Pick me up from the airport.
Can I say something, sir? I know you want to say that I'm muting you and all that, but this is not how grown men talk.
I apologize. And you still beefing. What the fuck is you talking about? I apologize. And instead of you saying, okay, I don't accept it, but we're going to work our ways and go our ways. Now, you want to go back and forth because your views is crazy right now, and I know it. I know your views is crazy.
I just said it.
I'm going to mute you in a second if you're not going to let me talk.
Good, I'm going to let you talk.
Okay, thank you, sir. Appreciate you, New
He's
York,
in the
brother. Let me talk. Your kind from New York. Let me talk on my show. You're talking over me and then saying
your
I'm
kind from New York.
That's a
there must be a lot of New York niggas in the fucking
You're doing everything that you say somebody else do. You said, let me talk, and then you over-talking me. That's bitch shit. Now, I want to beat your ass.
Let's fight now. So let's fight then.
We can't fight on the internet.
Let's fight then.
Let me mute this. This nigga say, let's fight now. That should show y'all this nigga talk. I will beat the brake shoes off your bitch ass. But anyway, the bottom line is
you had to mute this nigga to say that?
I said a reason why I don't respect what you're saying. And right now you're drunk, so you're tough. And when you sober up, you're not going to feel that way. That pussy going to come out again. But at the end of the day, you talked about a man that never talked about you. And then you're going to dictate to a man what manhood is. And what I told you, bitch boy, before you got to the apology, you didn't do man shit. Because what a man do
this
is
nigga to say all that shit,
he
bro.
don't speak.
You're not going to mute yourself and let him get his shit off.
What the fuck he talking about?
So why are you muting your shit, muting this shit to get your shit off, bro? What type of shit is that?
You said I ain't been through nothing. My only struggle is this. My daddy did life. I went to a homeless shelter. Motherfucker, I went through a free lunch line. Motherfucker, I earned the right to get to the NBA. Nobody gave me that, you bitch ass nigga. So the way you tell a story is that you want to stand on people's shoulders. And if you want to fight, bitch boy, I'll pay for your flight. 625 P.O. Box, 625 Palmetto Drive, and I'll make an example out of your bitch ass on YouTube.
Here coming the
Don't bring
one-liners.
no gun,
Get
don't
ready.
bring no knife, and I'll break you, boy. I'll break you for real. Bitch ass niggas like you that talk to a nigga like me when you meet me face to face.
He had to mute this nigga to say all of this? Really?
I promise you, I will
Come on,
pay
bro.
for your flight tomorrow.
What was y'all watching?
Tell me where you want
What
your
type of
flight at.
what type of
And
man
I'll
shit is
pick
that?
you up, and I won't slap you until we get to 625 Palmetto Drive. I will pick you up tomorrow. Tell me you want to come to the airport, and we'll see what you talking about. I know you air pack, bitch, and I know I'll bring the bitch up out you. I'll pay for your flight tonight. Send me your information, and I'll send you to 625 Palmetto Drive.
Here it
and
comes.
I'll beat the bitch up out you, boy.
Here it
Reach
comes.
out to me.
No, don't do no more talking.
Hold on.
I'll
So
give
what
you
you
my
gonna do is
email address.
Okay.
exactly.
Listen,
Send it in my DM on Instagram.
I'm gonna tell it right now.
I'm not gonna remember it. Put it in my DM. Put it in my DM.
You bitch ass nigga.
All right, well, put it in the chat.
Fight for you tonight.
So stop
nigga.
talking.
The fuck you talking about?
Nigga,
Tonight?
stop talking then.
What you
Stop
mean?
talking. Stop talking.
Sinetta
Stop
called me.
talking.
I tell you what. Sinetta called my phone. I'm gonna text Sinetta and I'll get your information from Sinetta.
You get it from me.
I'll
What are you talking about?
You already.
Who's capping? Who's capping?
I
I get it from another nigga, even though I'm talking to you right now.
Okay.
And you're telling me that you'll give it to me.
You
You
do
said
that.
you wanted to fight, right?
You do that. You do
Man,
that.
come on, man.
You
You
do
a
that.
bitch ass nigga
I will
talking like
slam
that.
your tall linky ass on your fucking neck. I will
Okay.
slam your tall linky ass on your neck. I
All
swear
right,
to
bet
God, I
that.
will fuck you up.
Bet
I will
that.
fuck you up.
Okay.
I will fuck you up.
Okay.
You a sidewalk nigga, Kwame. Chill out.
You gonna take a flight tomorrow?
Nigga, it don't work like that.
You gonna take a flight
But you
tomorrow?
know what? But you know what? I'll make an exception for you. Let's get it.
You ain't making an
Matter of fact,
exception. You the one put it out there. You don't even know what you saying. You know what words mean?
I know
You
what I'm
ain't
saying.
making an exception. You said
I
you
said I will
man.
fuck you up.
That's what you said.
And I meant it. I will fuck you up.
You better be drunk
Nigga,
tomorrow.
you ain't tough.
I ain't trying to be
I will
tough.
fuck you up.
Cool.
You soft.
I know.
Everybody in the NBA fucked you up. Now you want to be tough with a street nigga? You bitch ass nigga. The fuck
Okay.
out of here.
But
The
you
fuck
coming
think
tomorrow,
you
right?
talking to?
You coming
Not
tomorrow?
tomorrow.
When you coming?
Don't make it seem like I'm a broke bum ass nigga. I could just pick up and go tomorrow. We could go.
When you coming?
Within this week?
I would love to invite you here.
We could do it this week.
I would love to.
You motherfucking right?
When?
You paying for my hotel?
Yeah,
No, you ain't gonna need no hotel. You
Go
gonna need a
ahead.
hospital.
Zing!
Nah, I ain't gonna need no hospital. You gonna
Jump
need a
up and
hospital.
down on your ass like
I'm
a
gonna fuck
trampoline.
you up.
Kwame
I'm
won.
gonna fuck you up.
All right.
And I don't
You
even
can
want
do
to
a lot
fuck.
of
You know
talking
what's sad?
behind
You know what's sad? You know what's sad?
All right.
You know what's sad? Because I really wouldn't even want to fuck you up on your property. You got a family.
I'm not gonna fuck you up on my property. I'm gonna beat your ass in front of the post office and drag your ass to the mailbox like I was gonna do Matt Bond.
Oh,
That
okay. And you
post
think
office,
it's,
that's a P.O.
and you
box
think,
in
and you think
Palmetto.
it's gonna be that simple? You really think it's gonna be that simple?
We still
Nigga, I will
joking?
make your
I
fucking
told
soul-
you I'm a man.
I will
No,
make
no,
your- Nigga,
I
I will
told
make
you
your
I'm a
fucking
man.
soul.
You got jokes?
I
Nigga,
know.
I will make your fucking soul levitate. You ain't never met a looking nigga like me, you bitch.
Past
ass
jokes
nigga.
now, nigga. It's past
The
jokes.
difference between me and you is I smell pussy all on you. When you sit up there, you talk about a nigga going outside. I just showed you I was outside in the fucking hood with my jewelry on. Only a bitch nigga would tell a nigga not to go outside with his jewelry on, you bitch nigga.
What
I'm
day you
outside
coming
every day with my jewelry on, you bitch nigga.
What day you coming here though?
You bitch ass nigga.
What day you coming here though?
I see through your punk ass. And tell Simon to suck a fucking dick with his ugly ass wife.
What
mouth.
day you
Tell
coming
Simon
here?
I said use his ugly ass wife to suck my dick.
All right. I hate that we had to end on that, but listen, man. At the end of the day, what the fuck did y'all watch? I don't know if it was the same thing I watched. Somebody got exposed. And I don't know if it's the nigga y'all been saying. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and do what you do. Next!